There we are.
The minions have arrived. And I got to tell you, one of the other reasons that I like to have my studio when I'm out there is because sometimes I've got to slay the dirt and I need my swords with me wherever I'm at. Why do they call it a carpet wand? I think it should be called a carpet sword. I don't know. We cut through the dirt. Anyway, we just like to have fun in my classes. I like to keep it a little upbeat, relevant, interesting. We're young at mind. Keep some fun involved in it.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dave Thompson. We're talking to you from our classroom here in Orlando, here at the Academy of Cleaning. We're sponsored by Gem Supply, and this year we're doing a bunch of different sessions with instructors in all kinds of areas from IICRC. Shawn, you're coming to us and talking to us about carpet cleaning exclusively. So let's tell everybody who you are, what you do, and what's going to happen when you come to town.
You know what? It's going to get a little crazy, a little fun, and a lot cleaner, I hope. I'm a carpet professional. I'm a carpet professional by heritage, by trade, by birthright. I don't know. I started in the family business as a rug cleaner and a carpet cleaner, and I just never got out. I've been teaching carpet cleaning for over 25 years, cleaning carpet actively for 20 or 30, almost 34 years now. And we're going to do a certification class. We're actually going to do one of the curriculum IICRC training mixed in with a whole bunch of fun, hands-on, active, how do you do it sessions on carpet cleaning and profiling a lot of the premium products from Gem Supply, how they can help you in your commercial business carpet cleaning areas, your residential. We're going to have the abilities to do some demos. It's a live in-person class. But Dave, one of the cool things is that we're also able to do that in your studio because you have a really advanced and a great learning center. We're going to be able to do that as a hybrid class.
Yes.
So that's going to be a great experience where we can offer both interactions at your location, where we're going to be live coming up in April and October. We have 2 dates set, coming into town, April 21st and 22nd. And then back whirlwind again, the 20th and 21st of October in the fall. But we're going to be doing the 2-day IICRC curriculum, CCT, carpet cleaning technician class. It is specific to everything carpet. Oh, my.
Wait a minute. Hold it. What the heck is IICRC? Everybody asked us, why is it so important? And what's the standard you're talking about?
You know what? The standards, there's 3 big things the IICRC does. It creates and writes, it creates documents, procedural standards, and how you should do it if you're going to do it the way to not get in trouble. It keeps you out of getting in trouble when you follow the rule book of the ways that people have written down. It's like reading the Bible and looking at why you want to follow what was written before and maybe not make those mistakes again. I don't know. It's like the carpet cleaner's Bible, if you will. And it's kind of a lot of what other curriculums and a lot of training around the world about carpet is based on. This was started 50 years ago with carpet and upholstery cleaners that got together in the 70s and said, hey, what do you do? What do you do? And they put it together in a book, and then they started training cleaners how to do it in classes following that standard. And the S100 is the document. It's actually the standard. The S100 is the ANSI approved professional document for professional cleaning of textile floor coverings. These are specific to the soft side. We talk a bit about rugs, the area rugs, the Persian carpets, the specialty. In this class, we'll definitely get you ready for a lot of the basics there. But this is the key, what we're going to be kind of following. And it's an encyclopedia, a Wikipedia of flooring terms, but we don't speak the same language.
So somebody's listening to this right now. Let's talk to them about, I'm sure that there's people out there going, you have this particular IICRC certification, right? They're asking for it.
They are. I have city municipalities that require contractors to have these certifications before they can even bid to doing work in certain areas. So it gives you some credentialing. It gives you, the consumer, a further trust that they're hiring someone in a company that's a certified firm and that has certified technicians and the varieties of things they might offer. carpet cleaning. Our friend Falzone was talking about stone masonry and tile and floor care cleaning,
Right.
upholstery cleaning. These credentials, when you put them after your name as trained, it establishes trust. And those consumers that are going to hire you are looking for reasons to differentiate you from your competitor. So coming to a class like this gives you an edge. Not only does it help you be prepared to not make mistakes and, costly errors on flooring by doing it the right way and the right techniques and the right science and the right chemistry, but it helps, the consumer find the IICRC is a trust circle that endorses cleaners specifically that do particular things in cleaning, restoration, and inspection.
Okay, so now do they have to have a certification or a membership or anything like that before they come to this class? Who comes and who's this
Super
all
easy.
for?
I give this class for somebody who wants to start a carpet cleaning business and wants to get into it and learn the basics about the whole rigmarole of what's this all about. That's the guy that should sign up for a class like this and get certified and maybe to credentialing there. A custodial contractor taking care of a school building, an airport facilities maintenance specialist that has to take care of the carpet and know how to take care of it and keep it lasting as long as it was supposed to when it was installed. How to get those stains out. How to get the hard things out that we don't expect to happen, the animal accidents. There's so many pet problems. We're going to be talking a lot about that. I don't get a lot of consumers. I get a lot of housekeepers coming to these classes that want to learn how to take care of their clients' jobs better. I get school facilities teams. I get church owner operators. I get built property managers that want to know how to validate the right carpet cleaner. They don't even want to clean carpet, but they want to know how to hire one so that they're going to come to a class and learn how they should have been doing their job right. Because everybody says they clean carpet, but come on, what is clean?
They rented a rug doctor from Home Depot, right?
Yeah, and it put lines on the floor and it stayed wet and stinky for a while, and they don't even know why because they didn't pay attention to what the reality of what is cleaning and how should you really clean something. Dave, this class gets you ready to clean anything carpet and understand the ways people have called it, the vocabulary about it. It's just an even playing field to really learn the way from someone that has done every which style with every kind of franchise and every kind of carpet cleaner that's been out there. I've seen it, been there, played with them all. And I love teaching them how to align and what the real things are.
So do they have to have a membership at IIC before they come to class?
No, all they got to do is that, what a long answer that was to a small question. No, you just got to go on the IICRCs. You don't have to pay for anything to be a member. You just need to sign up, get your free, you give them your a unique password or unique email, create a password for you, not for your company, but for you individually.
Right.
And then you're gonna pay for a test through the IICRC on when you set up for that. That's an extra fee on top of our actual class. It's not required to get certified by attending this class. You can come to this class, get a certificate of completion, and have been really skyrocketed into this industry compared to probably where, if you're new at it, where you started. And you'll know a lot about the why we clean carpet and how to do it.
I'm seeing a whole lot of stuff behind you. Golly gee, I mean, are you saying that these people are going to have all of that stuff?
No, you know what I do this is because it's such a confusion in our world over what things you select and use to choose from. And in a class like this, I want to lay out the menu in front of you so you understand, that thing's really similar to that thing, and they both spray something, and it's how it does it. That portable or that wand sprays this way or that way, and a lot of people are pre-tainted. They've already come to the class, they've seen something online, watching the YouTube University or something to figure it out, and they don't know what it does or why is that one different than this. I have the real answers for you. Real questions, real answers, real problems, and then can point you the right direction at Gem Supply where you're going to find the things that they've got. So these things I teach upholstery. I teach cleaning, rug cleaning classes. I teach all sorts of the trades. And in my studio, which is in Denver, in my facilities, I like to have everything to help bring that. And when I travel down to see you there, and we get into the time of doing the course and we really start to educate ourselves and study, I like to bring the lab with me. in the lab to get you prepared, to get educated, to know more. I'll bring as much as I can in my suitcases when I come down to GEM in Orlando on both trips. But, I do make my way down the world. And as I travel, I've got another thing I do. I do a lot of shows for HydroMaster. I'm very heavily involved as one of the executives in the sales team at HydroMaster. We're going to have some special days after your classes on the carpet class where they can come and learn for free. If, on day 3, essentially, of our programs, it's kind of a 3-day event that we're going to give a free come visit. After you take the 2-day curriculum, you get certified, you get through that, and you want to do all that stuff, come on back. Let's talk shop one-on-one, and I'll buy you a coffee, and we'll sit down there, maybe a lunch or something. We'll have a snack and do a full day. So you sign up right here on their website, 421 and 422, full certification. They've got a great platform to sign you up. You can sign up for the virtual or the in-person options.
There's also an early bird on here, folks. So if you're thinking about, well, I don't know if I want to or stuff, hey, you get a discount if you sign up early. But like Shawn's saying, hey, we got our studio here set up. We're going to do it live, and there we go. Okay. Hey,
yeah,
I gotta get you on the big screen there now. I gotta see this better. There we are.
The minions have arrived, and I got to tell you, one of the other reasons that I like to have my studio when I'm out there is because sometimes I've got to slay the dirt, and I need my swords with me wherever I'm at. Why do they call it a carpet wand? I think it should be called a carpet sword. I don't know. We cut through the dirt. Anyway, we just like to have fun in my classes. I like to keep it a little upbeat, relevant, interesting. We're young at mind. Keep some fun involved in it. After all, we're just minions doing our job.
Yes. Hey, you know what? I've been doing this for a lot of decades right now, my friend. And
how long you been doing this? Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, well, let's not get into that.
I'm a youngin', I guess. I was one of the youngest instructors to get vetted with the IICRC, and that was 27 years ago when I started teaching formally with what was still the IICRC at that point. It started out as the IICUC. Back in the 70s, 50 plus years ago, we were upholstery and carpet cleaning certification. As we expanded to learn more about our world of cleaning and restoration, we became an expert as an industry in the restoration categories of water damage and mold remediation and the mitigation and the mold classes. I think you're even holding with Rachel Adams doing the AMRT class. Great instructor you got coming up. You've really put together myself, maybe not included, but you've definitely keeping great with Falzone and Rachel coming into the GEM team to teaching your locations, an opportunity for your customers to get some real quality, relevant, current, how to do it answers about the services we do.
I know whenever I have my classes here at the Academy, customers always come in with their cell phone and they've got pictures after pictures after pictures of issues and things, and they want to talk about them. What are the number one issues that you see in all these classes that we're going to talk about during these 2 different classes we're going to be doing with you?
You know what? It's the really, really dirty carpets that people are trying to save. Is it worth saving? And then they show me the pictures of like what they did or how could I get it better? I think the big thing that I get a lot of my students showing is, hey, I did this job. The customer wasn't happy with the results. I didn't get the pet stains out. That's probably the biggest trend in the last 50 years, the animals in the residential and the commercial settings. Everybody's got a service dog, right? So we see the unexpected animal accidents in a carpet that's in a commercial location a lot, but it's the really dirty, dirty carpets and how to bring that back to life. Can I save it? And is it worth saving it with all the things I have to do to it versus replacing it? Am I going to make it healthy, clean enough for my customer?
So what you're saying is most of what people are talking about is restoration. But, I always wonder, is it that we're not taking care of our carpets well enough on a day-to-day basis that we're letting these commercial carpets get to that level? I think that's the biggest issue.
It is. Humans as a general sense are lazy, and we don't take care of the carpet as we probably could have been told to when we bought it, or someone could have given us education of how to properly use the sweeper, the vacuum cleaner to vacuum the carpet. But I mean, I've got a vacuum here from 1907, an original Bissell Superba. And the reason that it exists is the same reason that we have old, new vacuums getting old right now. People don't use them. They're sitting in the closet, and it was stashed away someplace, and nobody even grabbed this mahogany manufactured piece of art of a vacuum with billows and pumps and no electronics. And I've got the original Bissell Prize Superb. This is one of the
Hey, I've got one of those here in the classroom. I've got one of them here. Yeah, well, I've got one like that.
This particular one is the actual Bissell Prize. It was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan, as one of the original sweepers. And one of the things that you ask, why, the restoration versus cleaning. If people would just take care of and clean the carpets on the daily, then, and use the tools that have been made. This is the patent on that vacuum made from 17, Bissell's original advertisement on the unit. The patent date is 1876. Well, since then until now, 150 years later, people still haven't learned to take care of the nice things that they put in their home. I guess they shouldn't have such nice things, but the fact is maybe they've got money to replace them prematurely if they don't.
This is going to be a fun time. I think that, hey, I've been doing this for 5 decades. So there you go. I told you. And the thing here is it still is people learning the basics of taking care of carpet on a day-to-day, because if all we're doing is just fighting our restoration, we're just chasing our tails.
You know what? For racing a tears to the bottom, you brought it up. When cleaners ask, show me the pictures of these dirty houses that they're taking care of, my first statement to them is, well, are you really enjoying cleaning the dirty carpet? Because my favorite carpet to clean is clean carpet. I prefer to maintain carpet and to keep it lasting as long as it should have been when it was put in, and not trying to always restore and save it. I do have magical superpowers. They're called incredibly strong products, really unique systems, combining the methods of different techniques like the low moisture CRBs that pick up along with hot water extraction, and then superpower truck mounts to restore carpet. It's just such a fun interaction to deal with you all. But the reality is, if you want to be successful in this, you're going to find a lot more clean carpet to maintain and not be wasting time chasing to find the dirtiest carpet out there, because that dirtiest carpet customer generally has the lowest budget and wants to chase you to the bottom for the price you're going to charge to clean it. And you want to make more with what you're dealing with, you're going to have to qualify, learn your customers. That's part of the class. We teach you how to understand your customers, documenting your jobs, understanding the science of cleaning. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what pre-sprays to use and what kinds of chemistries, and we'll talk about different truck mounts and subsystems. But the key of the class, you got to know your product. You got to know the carpet of today that you clean. If you clean a lot of rugs, come talk to me. We'll figure out how to deal with the rug challenge. If you clean a lot of commercial apartments, you clean a lot of residential homes, all of these things are going to be talked about in the class and the different ways we approach them.
So folks, if you've been listening to the audio podcast, you haven't seen the dates scroll across there. We'll get those down there in the show notes. If you've been watching the video podcast, you've seen the dates go across there for both April and October. There's early bird registrations. Both of those classes, Shawn's going to actually, from our studio here in Orlando, he'll be live virtual, or if you want to say remote is what we show on the ticket. Hey, don't wait, sign up classes. We only have room for so many in this building, folks. So don't wait and think, hey, I'll get in, because you know what, we may have to close the doors.
Yeah, and we want to make it a great experience. We sign up early, make sure we got your manuals for you pre-order. We're ready to get ready and have that class prepared for the things. I'm guessing in a class, you get there, you got some coffee you serve in the morning, and then it's a whole day. Don't play, get rid of the distractions, turn your business off, come ready to focus on this craft that you want to be better at, to learn how to be better using your hands. But do you get them time for lunch? How do you guys handle the day? Is it really an event?
You know what? I just got through with a 2-day class here last week, and the guy said, what are we having for lunch? And I said, well, it's already pre-ordered. And when they got here with it, they said, can we do it again tomorrow? And I said, yeah. So it was good enough that they
Okay.
won it 2 days in a row.
Well, you know what? That's a great hospitality. One of the big things about teaching in a classroom is that host and the fact that Jem is so experienced to having students come in. It's not just, hodgepodge thrown up. It's really a great experience. And the fact that you have the tools, the equipment, the products to support them and servicing and the HydroMaster equipment and all of those things that we can bring, we're here to support that as well. With our products, we at HydroMaster obviously manufacture truck mounts, portables, chemistry equipment, accessories, tools for soft surface, hard surfaces, adaptable tools. So one of the other things we do talk about in class is the other surfaces you need to be looking at and the other classes you should chase, like our friend Falzone is teaching with hard surface courses and FCT coming up on your schedule. April 21st and 22nd, carpet cleaning technician, come join us. October 20th, 21st, come join us at that class, the classes at Jem in Orlando. I think I'm excited. I don't even have to have, I'm not going to even go see Mickey. It's going to be so much fun there. Disney can't even get my attention.
Well, hey, you know what? There's a lot of people that do come and stay for a few extra days. We teach classes here at the Academy almost every week in one of our 5 locations here in Florida. So folks, no matter where you're at, come on down. If you're watching this, like and share, because that's how people learn. If you're listening to the podcast, you know what? Nearly 30,000 downloads in the last few years. So download it and share it with somebody. Thank you, folks, for watching and listening to us. Shawn, we'll see you in April.
Shawn Bisaillon here from HydroMaster. My pleasure to be part of your team there, Dave. Thanks for the invite.